everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. How's everybody doing this evening? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Sit down and relax. We're going to have Feng Shui Friday today. So today is Monday and I'm really running behind, but I did want to jump on here with a quick video for my spiritual sanctuary followers to give you the new energy shifts. Now, I did go over these a little bit on the last Feng Shui Friday that I did. So you can go and take a look when it said, where do I put my Christmas tree? So today starts the flying star changes. So we are moving forward into the Yang Earth Rat month. It starts today, the 7th of December, and goes until January 5th. So that's why I'm jumping on today, just to kind of do a follow-up. And my Feng Shui Friday for last week was not published on Friday, but we're doing it now, so that will take care of that. I'm kind of running behind on things, getting ready for 2021. So, but still, all in all, I wanted to make sure everybody can get these today. So really, if you have your Feng Shui cures in place for November, then you really don't have to change them for December. They're not going to change very much. If you listen to my last video about the Feng Shui flying stars and the changes, then you'll know that all of the numbers are doubling this month. So even more reason to make sure that you have the right things in the right places, and that's why we talked about where to put your Christmas tree on my last video 2 weeks ago, because, you know, Christmas tree placement is an important thing, especially when it's all lit up with lights and, you know, crystalline tinsel and things like that, because it really enhances that space. So you want to make sure that you have it in the right area. Okay, so today I'm just going to briefly go over the flying star analysis forecasts, as I said. That way, if you did not catch it, you'll catch it here, okay? And then in 2 weeks, we'll be doing the next Feng Shui Friday, and I will be talking about 2021, okay? So look out for that. Now, when we look at the overall energy, let's start in the middle, and that has the 2 7 stars in the period 8 star. So I didn't go into the period stars last time, but I will this time because they do affect the energies for the spaces. So that middle section of your home is very auspicious, as I told you on the last video. It's a double 7 plus the 8 star, and that is where you should place all your money enhancers, okay? That is for wealth, fame, but it can also have a double-edged sword because it can also be litigation and gossip, and the 7 star is all about like robbery and deceit. So, however, with the period 8 star, it does make it auspicious. So go ahead and use that as one of the auspicious areas and put your money enhancers in that space. Use that space for all activities that you want to increase your income. So if you have the middle bedroom of your home is an office, that's very auspicious, so that would be also great. So just know that the middle section, if you have your Christmas tree in that space, that's also very good for that area. It does have one of the most auspicious energies for the overall floor plan of the house. Now, if you have a 2-story house, just know that the energy carries up to the 2nd floor. So, you know, if you have one of those, you know, maybe split level homes, just know that you can carry that energy from the bottom floor up to the 2nd and the 3rd levels as well, in the middle of the space. Okay. Now, the next auspicious area is going to be in the west this month. And the west has the double nines, and then in the period it has a 1. So very auspicious area for the west part of the home this month. So that enhances property, health, wealth, and children luck, because it is, the west is the children and creativity area. So go ahead and put your money enhancers in that area and use that space for study, for creativity, and spend as much time in the west section of your home as possible, because it does carry auspicious energy. Now, the next area that is very auspicious is the northwest area of your home. That also is a double 8 plus the 9 and the period 8 chart. So the double 8s and a 9 makes it very auspicious energy combination of numbers. So wealth, career, success, put your money enhancers in that area. It's also for fame, recognition. If you're in sales, it's good for promotion. If you're trying to sell the home, it's good to beef up the northwest area of the space, and also the west as well if you're trying to sell. Okay, so also that means if you have a front door in that area, very auspicious energy coming into the space, into your home, a lot of opportunities, money, and they can happen very quickly, okay? Very good energy in the northwest. Okay, also, we also have, now we're gonna move down to, so we have 1, 2, 3 areas that are very, very auspicious. The middle section of the home, the west, and the northwest. Now, the next 3 are going to be the next step down, okay? They can go either way, just depending. So I'm going to include the cures for those areas, okay? So let's start with the southeast area of the home. We have 2 6s, and then the period chart, it's a 7. So it can be power and career advancement, but it also has the dueling swords. So there could be some fighting and arguments and like a power struggles and things like that in that sector. So, but it does carry very good energy with those 2 6s in that space, and that is traditionally the southeast area is the wealth, prosperity, and abundance area. So it is a very good area to spend a lot of time in, but it can go either way. So again, it has the 7 with the 6 star in there. So in order to offset that, add water element, okay? So that could be a fountain in that area. That could be a saltwater cure in that area. It could also be the color blue or black in that area. And water element is curvy, wavy things. So you can put something up that's curvy and wavy to offset the energy in that space. You can also add decor and decorating with curvy, wavy things. And water element is the key to the cure in that area to offset, okay, the 7 star. Okay, now we'll move over to the, we're going to move over to the southwest area. In the southwest area, we have the 2 4 stars and the monthly and yearly, and then we have a period 5 for the period 8 chart, which would be for the full 8-year periods, which we're just coming to the end of that. It's going to change to period 9 shortly. But for now, just know that this is an area for intelligence and accidents, health, good health. It's good for academics, the 2 4 stars. So it's a really good space to study or set up an office or spend time there when you're in quiet contemplation for meditation and prayer. And the cure for that area to offset the 5 star and the period chart is a metal element. So you want to put a metal cure in that space, whether that be a metal wind chime, or a clock that moves that's metal, or some type of a metal influence. So metal is also the shape of round, and white is the color for metal. And white, red, and pink are also the colors for that area because it is the marriage and relationship area, traditionally. So a metal cure in that area will help offset the 5-star, okay? Now, also, we have in the east, we have 2 5s and a 6. And as I have told you pretty much all year long, that's not a really great area. However, the 6-star in the period chart reduces the negative effects of the 5-star in the monthly influence. So it does have, if you're going to use the east part of the, this would be the month to do it. And it's important that you do add your metal cure or a salt water cure in that area. Again, a wind chime or a metal clock that moves or some kind of metal influence, okay? And then the east would be beneficial to use for the following month ahead until January 5th, okay? And then next we have the northeast section of the house, and that has 2 1-stars, then the monthly and yearly influence, and then the period 8 chart gives it the 2-star. Now the 2-star is kind of takes over the 1-star and its elements, so it's important if you're going to use that space to add a metal cure to reduce the 2-star, okay? This 2-star is the star of illness, and we want to reduce that as much as possible and balance the earth and the water influences in that particular area. So that would be the next area that I would recommend that you could use if you wanted to use that area. Okay, and then in the north we have the 2 3-stars, 3 3, and then in the period 8 chart it's the 4-star. So traditionally the 3-stars are about conflict, arguments, so you'll find that if you spend a lot of time in this space, you may have a propensity to have arguments or, feel a little bit agitated. It also is the wood element double. So the wood element double is fine, but it does affect health situations for the gallbladder and the wood elements of the particular organs of the body, so the liver or the gallbladder, okay? So if you're spending a lot of time in that area, then what you would do is add an earth influence, or you could add the metal cure in that area as well, okay? It does put the 4-star in the period 8 chart in that north sector does offset the 3-star in the way that it does give off an energy of intelligence, and again, study and up-leveling and prosperity. So again, it's, it just depends on how, based on your personal chart and the chart of your home, we would add those 2 elements in to give you a more definitive. But for these videos, this is just a general what to do if you don't have a personal reading with me to figure out the exact feng shui for your home. Just know that that would also be an okay area to use, but definitely use your cures in that space, like for the metal and earth influences. Now, earth influences would be, upward growing plants, bamboo. It could be earth tone colors that you're putting in that space. It can be crystals that you're putting up, and it can also be the square items as far as earth energy is square items. It's more grounding. Okay? And last but not least, we have the south area, and the south is the star of illness, and that is double 2. So That is not really great, and I would say if you can avoid using the south, then do that, because it's has a propensity for illness, legal trouble, and it has the fighting bull influence there. So it's in the period chart, it's a 3, which is the star of arguments. So illness and arguments together is not a good combination, as you know. And so metal is the cure for that area. So metal objects, put in a metal wind chime or metal clock, as I said, the color white, or you can add fire elements to the south area, which adding red carpet, red colors, actual flame lighting, upward lighting, candles, things like that in that space to offset that energy influence. So there you have it. We've gone through all of the different areas of the Bagua, of the Feng Shui chart. And as I said, most of these, if you've adjusted your house last month, it's going to be the same. And so you're good to go. But if you didn't, then I would highly recommend, this is like your last time to get everything shifted for the holidays and for the new year coming up. This is until January 5th, and then everything is going to shift and change after that. We don't go into the new year, the Chinese New Year, until February this year, so it is later this year. We'll be going into the year of the ox, and like I said, the next Feng Shui Friday that I do, which would be, let's see, I think it's going to be 20, it'll be the 18th. Let's see, yeah, it'll be on the 18th. Then I will be going over the Feng Shui for 2021. Now, also, in addition to the energy shifts of the flying stars, the energies coming from the cosmos for the Yang Earth Rat month, starting today, we also have the total solar eclipse on the 14th, which is going to be next Monday. Okay, so I'm going to be doing something, going over that next Monday, and also that is the new moon in Sagittarius, and that's all about communication and critical thinking and expansion. So this total solar eclipse is kind of a big deal because of course we're in eclipse season, and it is the awakener, let's say, to all of us here on planet Earth, to a new beginning of a new 20-year cycle, the age of Aquarius, that is beginning on the 21st of December, which is the winter solstice, the official day of winter. So that's all coming, and this is going to shift and change the energy considerably. So there's lockdowns happening, and my family's locked down in California right now that went into effect today. There's a lot of changes coming up as far as institutions and municipalities. A lot of truths coming to the surface. There's a lot of things changing that I could probably talk about in an in-depth video on its own, but just to know that these shifts are big. They're big. So if you are feeling a little bit out of sorts, just know that these planetary shifts are no joke, and they do affect us on every level. Our emotions, mental, physical, spiritual, all of it, our DNA, it's affecting everything. So be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and slow down and just take life a little bit slower as we're moving through the end of the year. This has been a tough year for all of us, And, you know, I know we're all ready for change, and it's coming. So, but when you are going over a speed bump, you want to slow down, okay? So the speed bump is the energy shifts that are occurring here now through the end of the year. And so it's important that we all slow down and get real clear about how we want to move into 2021. It is a Earth year, so the year of the ox is Earth, so it's very grounding. More so, we've been in the year of the rat this year, which is water, and it has been very different energy for a water influence. We are moving into Earth, which is definitely more stable, more grounded. But we are moving into a year of 2021, which reduces to 5, which is change. So it is going to be all about change, but stability and groundedness at the same time. So it's important that we figure out what it is we want, how we want to move forward into the next year, and plan accordingly. Now is the time for that. We're in the eclipse season. We just had a lunar eclipse, and we're moving into the total solar eclipse on the 14th. And then we have another full moon on December 30th. So, you know, this whole eclipse season is about releasing what no longer serves you, people, places, and things, and allowing the new to unfold in front of you. So just let it go and let God in a lot of respects. And as hard as it may be, I know this is not normality for most people. This holiday season is very tough for a lot of people. I know for myself, I'm not with my family because they're on lockdown in California, and I would have to quarantine to go there. And you know, it's just a lot of changes, and we just wish everybody's healthy, you know, and it's important to stay healthy ourselves and continue to keep balanced. That's important. Do your exercise, and as the governors have told us, get outside and walk through the parks, the beach, experience nature, and do the things that feed the soul. Okay, even though we can't always be with the ones we love, and we're not going to have big holiday parties, there are different ways to enjoy this time ahead, and that's what God and the universe is asking us to do, is to enjoy all of this on a very different level. So don't resist it, go with it. What you resist persists. In it, you know, I fight it too, but sometimes you just can't fight anymore, and you have to just surrender and release and allow it all to come. Okay? And, you know, as a result of that, you find different things in life that maybe you wouldn't have thought of, and create different ways of celebrating that you might not have thought of. So it may be ending up being very, very special in a different sort of way, okay? And that's what we're hoping for. So I do have my I Ching cards, and you know me, I'm always doing my readings. So I thought it would be good to pull a card for everybody for this month ahead and see what Spirit has. In fact, we're going to pull 3 and see what Spirit has for my community. If this is your first time, I'm so glad that you came. I don't know if I said that. And if you come back, I'm so glad that you decided to come back, and I hope you're enjoying the videos on Feng Shui Friday. All right, let's see what we got here. Removing obstacles, of course. Of course. If you want to go ahead, you will have to remove the barriers that have been placed in your way. But first consider why you are being blocked before acting hastily. This is a liberating time indeed. Removing those obstacles, now is the time, because we are in the eclipse season. The universe is asking us to remove all our obstacles. Okay? Progress. Now is a good time to capitalize on whatever ventures you seek success in. You can go forward with complete confidence. This is a good time for progress. 15, or it's 35 reduces to 8, which is a very auspicious number. So again, get clear on your goals now towards the end of the year, and figure out what it is you want to create for 2021, because progress is coming as soon as you remove the obstacles. Excess, 28. You can't have everything. Where would you keep it? Now is the time to shed excess baggage, both emotional and material. You will have to do some radical pruning of your life. Exactly. The eclipse season is telling all of us to start releasing what no longer serves us. All the excess must go. Release, release, release. So, that's your message for the upcoming month ahead, my friends. Remove the obstacles and the excess that you no longer need, and progress forward into 2021, allowing the new to unfold in your life and the newness to begin. It's exciting, and look, it's perfect. It's all perfect in divine order. All right, my friends, so catch me this week for my tarot card readings. I do fire signs on Tuesday, I do water signs on Wednesday, I do earth signs on Thursday, and I do the air signs on Friday. And, next weekend, as I said, if you've listened to any of my tarot readings, this is the anniversary week of 3 of my parents that have passed, and I was adopted at birth, so I had 2 sets of parents, my biological parents and my adoptive parents, who I knew both sets. I was blessed with that. And this week on the 10th, the 14th, and the 15th is my 2 mothers and my adoptive father who had passed. So I will be doing some really special tarot readings to connect with the other side, and spirit messages for those who have passed over, our passed over loved ones. So stay tuned for those. Those are coming up towards the end of the week and next weekend. And I'll be honoring all of my ancestors and yours as well. So join me for that, okay? And if you'd like a private reading or astrology session or a feng shui consultation, please go ahead and email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. I'll get right back with you, okay? And I think that's it. So until we meet again, my friends, I just want to say have a wonderful month of the Earth. We're moving into the Yang Earth Rat month, so have a good one. All right, namaste, my friends.